Today we're tackling a big one, how to manage stress as a parent. If your days feel a little overwhelming, if you feel like you're just barely staying above water, you're in the right place and you're not alone. I've got you on this. By the end of this video, I'll show you one small daily habit that you can do that is going to be a game changer for you. Now, one of my objectives today is to help you see something very clearly, and that is that parenting is all about personal development. In fact, I've said before that it's the #1 personal development program on the planet. Where else do you get auto-enrollment, huge rewards, and sometimes huge costs that are involved? Parenting is the most important job that we have. It's the way the next generation is going to take over the world. And most parents that I coach understand how important it is to show up and do the right things in positive parenting. But one of the things they miss sometimes is how important it is to take care of themselves first. You already understand this concept. When you get on an airplane, for example, as you're taxiing out on the runway, are you with me on this? Before you even take off, they go through the safety routine. You're supposed to follow along on the little laminated card. Are you doing that? And as they do this, they get to a point where they say, look, if we lose cabin pressure in here, these beautiful little yellow oxygen masks are gonna fall down from the ceiling. And you're supposed to fasten that on with the little rubber band. You know the part. And they always say, if you are traveling with children or someone who needs assistance, please put your own mask on first. Why? Now, your natural inclination as a parent is to help your child, right? That you're responsible for this little person that you're traveling with. But if you're out cold in the aisle, you're in the way. You're part of the problem now. You got to get your own mask on first so you can show up in ways that are truly going to help your child. This is so essential in parenting. And self-care is not selfish. It's strategic. It's the way you put yourself in position to do everything else that's required of you as a parent. So you know the importance of self-care. Most people, when they think about self-care, they go down a route of, okay, I need to take quality time for myself. I need to do things that I enjoy doing. Yes, all of those things are good, and you already know some of the strategies that you can employ there. Here's an element of self-care that a lot of people don't think about. What is the narrative in your mind? What are you telling yourself about yourself? This little hack is going to do more for your self-care than anything else that you could do at a spa or with little slices of cucumber on your eyes. Change the narrative, or at least consider a different story. Here's one for starters. You, and yes, I'm talking to you right now. You are a benevolent, generous, loving parent. All right, now pause and just let that land for a minute. What did you notice in your brain? Was there a little argument that popped up? Well, Dr. Paul, you don't really know me. I know, but I know this about you. You're a benevolent, generous, loving parent, and you are the perfect parent for your kids. I have a lot of strong reasons for saying that. Trust me, I got a PhD in psychology. Trust me that I have reasons to say this. And if your narrative in your own mind is a little different from that, well, notice that, and then maybe choose one that serves you better. What we believe about ourselves is a choice. But the problem with humans is that we believe what we think. Think about that for a minute. The #1 error we make as humans is that we believe what we think. So whatever you think about yourself, you're already believing. I'm inviting you to a whole different narrative. And if you'll just try that one on, do this as a brain hack. Just repeat that phrase or play this video on repeat. As I tell you once again, you are a benevolent, generous, loving parent. Okay, you with me? Now just check out how that feels and notice any resistance that you have. That's just because of the old narratives. We're going to practice a new form of self-care. Now, mindset matters more than you think. Stress, pain, inevitable. Misery, suffering, well, that's optional. We're all going to experience difficulties. How we think about those difficulties matters. So we're moving now from how we think about ourselves into the paradigm or the worldview that we have. And how we think about our world matters. It's not the purpose of this video to go clear through the model. You'll find examples or videos here on the channel, but I'm going to give you a little gift right now. The positivity model that you see pictured here. I'll put a copy of this and a brief description of it right into your inbox. Just go to the URL on the screen, drpauljenkins.com/themodel. What I have designed for you here is a psychological model for positivity. And we're getting past the trite, fluffy versions of that you hear from positive speakers or motivational people. This is the psychology behind how to operate the equipment. And I'll put that into your inbox so that you can have another tool in your box. Let's wrap up today with a brain hack. I like to give you brain hacks because that's something that you can apply immediately, and this one is powerful. It's called Get Your Positives. All right, keep that in mind every day. Get a little journal or a notepad where you can jot down 3 to 5 positives from your day. Ask your brain to sort through everything that happened and find for you 3 to 5 positives that happened every day. Now, your brain is attuned to pain. That's what it's supposed to do because your brain's job is to keep you safe. So you're going to notice the things that didn't go right or the things that caused you some pain or some grief today. That's fine, and you can notice those. Ask your brain to find the positives, especially when it's been a particularly difficult day. Will you do that? Managing stress as a parent is all about managing your mindset. Taking care of yourself, capturing those positives. Get your positives. 3 to 5 every day. Jot them down. If you'll do this just before you go to bed, you're going to sleep better. You're going to have better energy. You'll realize that actually what Dr. Paul told you today might actually be true. That you are a benevolent, kind, generous, loving parent. And you're the perfect parent for your children. Hope this helped. Get your positives. I'll see you in the next video.